Hi, my name is Rebecca. I work as a technician in the Sterile Services Department. This teaching video is going to be about the placement of reusable medical devices in sterile storage. So we've taken our trolley out of our autoclaves and we sit it here until it is completely cooled. So that usually takes about an hour. And what we're going to do next is just check our chemical indicators to make sure that the autoclaves have met all the requirements for sterilisation. We'll just grab our indicator out here. And we can see here that it's gone from yellow to black, and that tells us that the autoclaves have met all of the standard requirements. And so what we're going to do with this is put it in our book. So this is the book where we register that the autoclaves have met the requirements. So we're just going to place this in here. We're going to match it up with the batch number, and then we're going to sign it to say that that we've checked it and we've accepted the load. Once we've done that, we're going to come back to our instruments, and we need to check individually our instruments to make sure that that they've also met the requirements for release. So here we've got our pouched items, we've got our Kim Guard wrapped sets, and we've got our orthopedic sets in our rigid containers. So when we're looking at releasing the load into sterile storage, we can see here that this is our pouched items. We're wanting to check that the seals are all sealed. We're looking for making sure there's no big wrinkles in that. We're looking to see that the chemical indicators. So here we've got a batch number, we've got the item. We can see that our chemical indicators, which are these black dots, have changed colour. So they've gone from yellow to black. And we can see here as well, these stripes here. These are other chemical indicators that have gone from yellow to black. We can see that this is intact, there's no rips or tears, and it's clean and dry. And then when we're looking at our Kim Guard or our wrapped sets, same kind of thing. We're looking at our batch number, we can see who's put it in, we're going to see our chemical indicators there, and our tape. These stripes have also changed colour from a yellow to a black. And with this one, we just particularly want to check underneath to make sure that it's cooled, because we know that the pooling of moisture can decrease the integrity of our Kim Guard. So we can tell that that is completely cooled, so it's ready to go to sterile storage. And then down here we've got our rigid sets, so these are usually our bigger like orthopedic sets. Again, we've got a chemical indicator tape here, and we can see the batch and the product here. The difference here is we've also got a tamper gadget, so we can see if it's been tampered with, or if it's broken off, then we'll need to send that back through the sterilisation, through the reprocessing process. So just make sure that's all intact. So once we've checked through everything and we've accepted the load, we need to use our T-Doc system to scan the load out of the sterilisation area into storage, and that's our completely traceable computer system. If we were to find any non-conforming items, then what we would do is report that directly to our team leader, to their shift leader, and we would be able to take the item. So we found this and it was ripped or torn, we'd be able to take the item, and using our T-Doc system we'd be able to unaccept it or cancel the acceptance order, and then that would go back through the process again. And then we'd look at our processes and we'd want to know what went wrong, why do we think it went wrong, and is there anything we can do to correct that process. So I'm just going to grab the T-Doc scanner, and I'll do that bit next. So this makes every item on our load completely traceable. So we would come here and we would scan the dispatch area, and I would scan it to where I'm going, which is sterile stores, scan my ID, so it indicates that I have checked the load and I'm taking responsibility for releasing it into sterile storage. And then we would scan every item on this trolley. So we'd scan our orthopedic set, our Kim Guard, and our individual pouch. And we can see that they've all got their barcodes on them. And then once that's done, yeah, we've accepted the load into sterile storage. through to our sterile storage unit, making sure that we're careful as we go, looking for any obstacles, and just being aware of your body alignment when you're driving and stuff. So we're taking this load into sterile storage, and this is an environment that should be controlled, or the environment should be controlled. So we're wanting it to be sort of between 18 to 25 degrees Celsius and between 30 and 70% humidity. And this is an area that's terminally cleaned. So yeah, we don't want any clutter. So when we're thinking about putting items away, we're taking our item, we've already checked to make sure the integrity of the packaging is in place. And items, the smaller items, are going up into these baskets here. And we want to make sure that the baskets are not too full, because we don't want to be pushing anything down. If we're squashing anything or pushing it down, we're risking damaging the integrity of the pouches. So we can see here that this is our bone pouch attachment. And we're checking it on this list here. And I can see here that bone pouches go in section 4. So here we practice a first in, first out. So we take this and we're taking it to the back of our items, placing it, so that, and then when somebody comes to collect the item for use, you're going to take it from the front. And that just, first in, first out just means that items are not being handled as often, and that we are just being aware that that we're controlling our items and how they're being used, and it means we're checking them regularly for integrity. Now we're going to look at our Kim Guard item, and this again, it's sort of a first in, first out technique. So we're going to take this, we're going to hold it sort of away from our bodies. We don't want this to be up against our bodies. And again, this is going to be first in, first out. So this is popping up here. I'm going to pop it in there. So I've put it into the back, and the next person that comes to use this product is going to take it from the front. And then the last item we've got to put away is our orthopedic set down here. So the orthopedic sets have their handles. Just be aware of your weight with these things. So we're going to lift it with both handles. And again, we're just going to place it at the end of the row. So it's first in, first out. And really that's just the way we, so stock rotation is really important, because it just makes sure that we're using our stock in a timely manner, and that we're checking through the stock as we go. And really that's just an introduction to how we would manage reusable medical devices in our sterile services storage environment. So thanks for listening. I hope it was helpful.